Okay, so today we're going to talk about Brooke. We've done a couple tests with her just to see her different, the comprehension and her ability to read and write and retell stories. We did a small assessment to see how she feels as a reader and her confidence level and her ability to read. So just to start off, Brooke is awesome. We're super grateful she's in the class. She helps her friends stay on task and she helps me stay on task. She has really gotten the procedures of our classroom down and make sure to help myself and the rest of the class stick to the procedures. The minute we go a little over time or start to stray off a little bit, she makes sure that we're back on task and sticking to the schedule. So we're really grateful Brooke's in our class. All right, to start off, Brooke has a lot of areas of strength. She is a great little reader. She's a great writer. She's very possibly the best writer in the class. Her physical formation of letters is really awesome, but as well as her ability to spell when she needs to write things out. So Brooke is really, so let's start with reading. We gave Brooke an oral reading test, and she's definitely above average. She reads a lot of words a minute. I don't know if she's just racing me or if that's really how fast she reads in her head, but we talked about how important it is to slow down and make sure that we're reading a little bit slower, so we're not missing words or making silly mistakes that we wouldn't make if we had slowed down. So Brooke is reading easily 50, 80 words per minute. She reads really well. My only concern with Brooke is that sometimes she has little expression when she's reading aloud. Sometimes she has a tendency to just go a little monotone, and then I'm unsure if she's understanding the text until I ask her later, but she always is. So that's good. Again, her oral reading is awesome, and she is comprehending the text that she's reading. We did some retelling tests, and Brooke is able to retell the story. She's able to recognize the characters, the plot, the setting. She can tell you the problem and the solution. So she's using her ability to read the text, but also to comprehend what she is reading. So instead of just reading the words on the page without any understanding of what's going on, she definitely has a grasp of what is happening in the text. Let's see. Brooke, I collected some writing samples from Brooke, and she is a great little writer. She is really good at sounding out the words, and she is really effective at writing down what she wants to say. So often we have prompts in class where the students can copy down the prompt and then write the rest of their sentence, but Brooke likes to freestyle and write what she wants to write, which is really fun to see in kindergarten and definitely shows that she is a little bit ahead of her grade. Many of her fellow students aren't quite doing that yet, but they can copy down. But Brooke is past the copying, so that's really awesome that she's learning how to express herself through writing. Just some things that would be helpful for Brooke to practice at home, and we're going to do it at school as well. When I was looking at her writing samples, most of her words are spelled totally correctly, and she's doing awesome in that sense. She does have a little bit of trouble sometimes with her long vowel sounds and her silent e's or silent letters, but once she understands the rule, she's really good at remembering. So we talked about sign in class and how it has a hidden G, and she caught on to that immediately, and then later when we were doing a test, she thought there were hidden G's everywhere. So as soon as we corrected that, she Brooke is really awesome. She's really good at comprehending. So sometimes she's a little off track, but then as soon as you explain it to her, she has a really good sense of understanding. So, but anyways, to practice at home and at school, we're going to practice guiding reading still and practice her reading aloud and slowing down her reading. When we were reading one of the books, she, instead of saying auntie, which the book says, she kept saying aunt. And granted, that's not a common thing to call your aunt in Utah, but I think just because she was trying to read fast for me, show me how fast she could read, she's making some little mistakes like that she totally could have grasped and not made if she had just slowed down a little bit. So we're going to practice slowing down the pace. We're going to do this by having Brooke read, but also it's important for you and for me to model the correct pace for her to read at. So instead of us flying through text or flying through whatever we're saying, if we can take the time to slow down and show Brooke that the slower you are, the less mistakes you make, then that's better. Another thing we're going to do is we're going to continue practicing the retelling with higher level text. Right now, Brooke is at a level B, which is totally on track. She's doing awesome, but we're going to try to kick it up to see if she can understand some higher level text. She's doing really awesome. She's doing really well at level B. Like I said, she's able to tell you the problem, the solution, the plot, the character. She's able to recognize all the elements of the story. So I'm interested to see if she can continue to use her ability to do that in higher levels of reading. Okay, two areas that Brooke just needs a little bit of help in. Like I said, to slow down so she can avoid mistakes. And the other one is we're going to help her gain more confidence in her abilities and help her work on her spelling. When I was giving her the Brooke reading record, some of the questions, I'll read them to you. When I asked her who she thought was a good reader in her life, she mentioned another girl in the class who is probably our highest reader in the class. And it was obvious that Brooke is really insecure about that. And so I think it's important that we help Brooke recognize her abilities and help her to not compare herself to the others in her class by helping her to recognize where she's at and to provide positive praise for where she's at. It's important for her to recognize that she has strengths and weaknesses, but she's still a very capable little learner, and she's on her way to do incredible things, and she's very much on track. So we need to help Brooke recognize that she's doing well and that she's a really bright little girl. So to help her with that, and I talked to Brooke about she, this other little girl may have a higher. Sometimes Brooke's aware of the reading levels. We try to not make students super aware of the A, B, C, D reading levels, but Brooke has figured it out. So Maddox, this little girl in the class, is at a higher reading level, and I tried to help Brooke understand that Maddox may write better, but may read better, but Brooke can write really well, and Brooke can read really well. So I tried to let her know that it isn't about a comparison, it isn't about what her friends are doing, but about the progress that she is making. So hopefully as we help her to do that, and as we introduce some higher level text and let her know that she's being challenged and help her overcome those challenges, she'll gain more confidence in herself. Also, we would like to work on spelling with Brooke. When I provided her with a spelling test, she had a little bit of trouble with the long vowel sounds and the silent E's. So if we can just help her to recognize those as she's spelling and do some practice spelling tests both at home and in school, hopefully she can get the pattern down, and then I'm sure she'll get it as soon as she understands the pattern. That has been the pattern with Brooke, so I know that she can get it. We can do this by helping with decoding and recognizing the patterns. You can do that both in texts and through spelling tests if you're interested in that. We'll do both at school. But if you can, while you're reading stories to her at home, if you can point out the long vowel sounds and the silent E's that make the long vowel sounds, then Brooke will better be able to recognize them later, and it'll better help her comprehension with that. We're going to continue with the guided reading, and like I said earlier, we're going to incorporate that positive praise both from myself as her teacher and you as her parent. As we point out to Brooke the areas that she is doing well in, hopefully she'll be able to better focus on those areas that she's really performing well in instead of the areas where she thinks she is not. We're also going to work on in class how important it is to support each other and not compare ourselves across the board, but to recognize that everyone is a learner and to celebrate the progress that each student is making individually. Additionally, I think I talked about this a little bit, but Brooke's handwriting is really, really clear and really neat, so we want to make sure we capitalize on that. It's very easy to tell what Brooke is writing. She's forming her letters perfectly, and she's remembering to use capitals at the beginning of the sentences and the punctuation at the end. We don't talk a lot about commas in kindergarten, but as I've said earlier, I'm sure we can introduce that, and we can, as soon as we teach Brooke the rule, I'm sure she'll catch on. So, but that's something that we can easily provide positive praise for. Brooke is putting the spaces between her words. She's writing the letters on the line. She's using her capitals when it's appropriate, her lowercase when appropriate, and adding punctuation at the end of the sentence. Brooke is also really good at her pictures match her writing. So instead of drawing a picture that is unrelated and irrelevant, Brooke is right on track as far as her symmetry between her sentence writing and what she's drawing. So Brooke's comprehension of text is really good, but she's also able to comprehend the importance of writing a sentence and doing a matching picture. So that's really important to recognize. So just kind of inclusion. I think I've said awesome a million times. Brooke is so awesome. She's a great little girl. She's a great listener. She's kind of a firecracker, but she knows how to follow directions, and she's not just blindly obedient, but I really feel like Brooke knows the importance of staying on task and values the things that she is learning. She seems like she's really engaged in class, and she's easily our best writer in the class. it's important to make sure that Brooke knows how well she is doing and how valued she is in our classroom. And we're really grateful to have her there, and we're grateful for you as her parents and all the encouragement and support that you provide. So.